Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
We breaking the silence, so open your eyelids. Yeah, we breaking down barriers. You are not staring us. You can keep up with the pace. I am in love with the chase.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Please do not get in my face. You will end up a disgrace. This is not.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go? Now at the plate, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
The batter now, Will Brennan. This one high in the air to left center. Reynolds makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Batting third.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Carlos Santana.
Well, he's got an 11-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I mean, that means he's hitting lefties, righties, submariners, starters, relievers, you name it. He's very comfortable in the box, and that's such a great place to be as a hitter. Makes you excited to come to the ballpark every day.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Keller, a former All-Star, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014. On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Grounder might be 2. Takes it to the bag. That's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. And now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Tanner Bybee.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ballgame every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
So O'Neill Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neill. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neill Cruz will never forget.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Tommy Pham. 4 for 8 in the series so far. First pitch misses. Bybee. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Right through there for a strike.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Good job to fight that one off. Up and in, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Brian Reynolds here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
2 outs, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So, man aboard. This is Joey Bart. 2 for 6 so far in the series. On the inside corner for a strike. There's the strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Rudder takes off. Right through there. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Pirates lead 1. Scoreless after 1. Top of the 2nd. So in now for Cleveland, David Fry.
Hitter, David Fry.
Keller back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Ball.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Lifted in the air, right field. McCutchen has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Naylor with a homer in his last game. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 7th, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Naylor around third. The relay. And he's in there as they jump ahead. A run scores.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. And Cleveland on top 1-0. That one fouled off. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. In the air, right field. McCutchen has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. On the ground, Horwitz. He takes it on his own. They limit the damage here. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Fastball for a strike at 95. Off the plate inside, and now it's even 1-1. Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. To third. Fair ball.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's McCutchen.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
The 0-1. On the ground to third, and it's off the bag. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, no outs. Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of the game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Late swing, fouled off. First and second, no outs. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and it falls. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 1-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jared Triolo. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
McCutchen on second. Gonzalez on at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. There's the strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one misses up and in. 1-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. The second run scores. It's 3-1.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
One out. Runner at second. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, I'll always remember how
strikes.
Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
So digging in, Tommy Pham went down on strikes his first time through. Off the mark
Ball
there.
inside.
Ball one. On the ground to third. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at PNC Park, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Line drive. And no one can get there. Now he turns and heads for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
That's back-to-back singles for him.
Now
Put a pretty
batting
good jolt
right
into
field,
that one. Great
Will
swing,
Bryant.
nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So up next, Will Brennan. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reynolds makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's Jose
Now
Ramirez.
third
1 for 1 with a
Jose
single so
Ramirez.
far. First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone. And a base hit into right. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Line drive, base hit. Around third. One runs in, and the stop sign goes up at third on the potential tying run. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And here is David Fry. Flied to right his first time. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, digging in, Bryan Reynolds. First pitch just misses. And that one is inside. Hit in the air, center field. Thomas has this one sized up. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Joey.
Here's Joey Bart now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Tied up here in the early going. And that skips into dirt. Stays alive. 1 down, base is empty. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman
Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Singled and scored his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Out to center. Thomas under it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. We played 3, and our score 3-3.
So what you say, huh? Got power in my veins, huh?
back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Wearing a cape and apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth.
And that's
a ball.
downstairs. Ball one. Thomas, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right
That's
field.
ball.
Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, second baseman Gabriel.
And up next for
Arias.
Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off down the right side. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And there's a base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Now
Back
batting,
against the wall with
shortstop
2 strikes,
Ryan
but found
Rocchio.
a way. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Ryan Rocchio, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is a big first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven
Stephen
Kwan.
Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He's 2 for 2. And that one hit to first. Fired to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors. And 1 left on base. We're midway in the 4th. All tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back. And now it's Andrew McCutchen
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
inside.
That's inside.
1-0.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to
1-1.
throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 and 2 is the
And
count.
that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play. That's an infield single.
Second baseman.
And stepping in is the speedy Nick Gonzalez. RBI single his last time up. That's in for a strike. That's inside.
1 and 1.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of
1
the
ball, 2
zone.
strikes. 2 and 2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Triolo batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
McCutchen, the base runner at first with 1 out. That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Brennan grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. First pitch misses. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Keller back to work. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Zips it to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Jose Ramirez.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Ball.
Good purpose pitch right there.
1-0.
Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
The next
Ball
offering
out.
misses, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's a strike. To the right side. Horwitz steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Cleveland.
So now here's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
David Fry. Swinging a foul straight back. The other way. And that'll do it. One left for the Guardians. Score remains tied at 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so
Center
far.
fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
That's a
Ball.
little bit
That's
low.
down.
Late swing, foul to the left. Hit on the ground to short. Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Tommy Pham digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Breaking ball
That's the
misses
ball.
down and away.
They tried to get him to go.
1-2.
Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the catch for the out. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Joey Cantillo.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
That's off the inside
ball.
corner, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. High fly ball out to left field. Kwan settles underneath it. And that is the inning. 5 innings complete. All tied 3-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Carmen
Now
Mlodzinski.
pitching for the Pirates, number 50, Carmen Mlodzinski.
So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor.
Catcher, Bo Naylor.
And Naylor swings through that one. Double-barreled action
0-1.
in the bullpen. Dennis Santana loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Bednar getting cranked up as well. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Entering as the pinch runner, Austin Hedges. Go-ahead run on base. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stand on that double play.
Not
One ball,
even
one
close
strike.
there. And the count is 1-1. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out towards right center field. McCutchen after it. He's got it. And there's one away. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 2 away.
Next for Cleveland, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is
that
outside.
missed. That's a ball.
On the ground, right side. Gonzalez to first in time. And that is the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Now into the ball game on defense, Austin Hedges. He takes over behind the plate. Now the catcher
Leading
up
off
to
for
hit,
the
Joey Bart.
Catcher, Joey Bart.
This to center field. Thomas flashes the leather on the running catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. And ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Just off the inside corner. Now 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one
Full
missed.
count.
In the air, left side. 2 down. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Upstairs.
1 ball, no strikes.
And it's 1-0. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Thomas under it. And the inning is over. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3.
When their hands was out, hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch me. Catapult to the
Now
top.
pitching
Welcome
for
back.
the
We're in the
Pirates.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Dennis Santana. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Boog, that wasn't
He's
even
hit.
close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but
Leading off
right
with
there,
Cleveland.
he completely
Right
lost the
fielder,
handle,
Will
and that's when it
Brennan.
gets a little scary.
Go ahead run on base. Will Brennan getting ready to hit. And fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And
Ball.
takes low for ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch
1-1.
down.
And now 2
That
balls
missed.
and a
That's the
strike.
ball. 2-1.
And that is out of play. On the ground, 2 ball. On to Gonzalez for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. Swings
Yeah.
through that one for strike 1. Santana,
It's 0-1.
28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers.
Yeah.
That's in there.
This guy's not wasting any pitches.
No ball, 2
Hitters
strikes.
got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That one 95 to finish him off. Guardians fail to score. Still tied 3-3. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. That misses
Nope,
the zone,
ball.
and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
On the ground to the left, Rocchio whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Jared Triolo.
Jared Triolo will hit next. The shortstop
Ball.
takes a ball. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. You're the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Just
Ball, that's
missed. Just
That's
off
it.
the inside edge.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. And that's way high. And it's a full count. O'Neal Cruz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Line into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Popped up right side, Arias. Brings it in, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
My temper's short for the nonsense. I'm a boss, me and you no contest. So go get lost. I've been busy flossing. I got options.
Back here at PNC Park, and now it's going to be Carlos Santana. Santana back to work, and that one fouled off. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now the DH, David Fry. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Fouled off. He was late. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And it stays fair. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Austin Hedges now entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Inside, almost got him.
Yeehaw!
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Lane Thomas now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And that misses. Now 2-0. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Now a chance for Gabriel Arias. Dives, but it's off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a brew. I'm lessons, I'm written law, thoughts, food. More than what
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Trevor Stephan.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Reynolds in the box now, takes strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Got him. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Joey Bart. Top of the zone for a called strike. That misses the zone. 1-1.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Next offering misses down and away. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. In plenty of time to first, and that quickly 2 away.
First baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Up next for the Pirates, Spencer Horwitz. That one fouled off. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Hedges over to first in time. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Dauri Moreta. He's been so good against lefties. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jhonkensy Noel.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1 down, base is empty. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Caught him looking for the K. Will Brennan now at the plate.
Will Brennan.
Now fly ball to right center. Touches down. That's a hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Go-ahead run on base. Jose Ramirez digs in now. First offering and it just misses. Two outs.
That's a ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen. That one lifted to left. Noel settles under this one. Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Out, number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Jared.
So 2 down now, and here is Jared Triolo. Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Santana drifts towards it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here. Now,
Leading off
Carlos
for Cleveland,
Santana.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Hit in the air out to center field. Cruz moving under it. That's out number 2. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So in now for Cleveland, Austin Hedges. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Well, he's just glad they got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Thomas swings through it for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bart collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Inside.
That's a ball.
Ball one.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Just
No, that's
missed.
the ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Gets under it and pops it up. Arias. One up, one down.
Now batting.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Off the mark
That's a
there,
ball.
and that's ball one. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. A little bit low.
That's
And
the
you got
ball.
to wonder, with first base open, one out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. He nails one out to right. And the Pirates walk it off in extra innings.
Extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster.